Hello, welcome to Module 1, Lesson number 6. Today we will learn how to calculate cash to close. So let's go back to the closing disclosure. Last week, we talked about all the sections, how to read closing disclosure. And today we will revisit it. The closing disclosure, exactly the same thing, but we're going to continue reading page 2 of the closing disclosure. And as you look in the page 2 of the closing disclosure at the very bottom on the right side. Okay, the closing disclosure, there are two sections, two columns. One column on the right, on the left, it's about loan costs. The column on the right is about other costs. Now we look at the very bottom on the right columns, and we will see underneath the other costs. Remember the other costs, we have section E, F, G, H, I, J. Now we look at the very bottom part of the loan estimates, page 2. We see the estimated cash to close. It's the very last line on the page 2 of the closing disclosure. You see right there, estimated cash to close. I want you to look at the screen or your handout. Look into your closing disclosure statement, page number 2. Find estimated cash to close. And the total number estimated cash to close is $123,260. Now we are going to learn how to calculate, how to come up with that number, $123,260. Okay, if you look into that one section at the bottom of page 2 of the closing disclosure, under calculating cash to close, in that particular box, that will show all the breakdown number of how to calculate the cash to close. So you look into the first line under calculating cash to close. I highlighted total closing costs. Remember, total closing cost is the total of loan cost added with total of other costs. We will go into that more detail later. We're going to just look at the calculating cash to close section right now. So you see the $14,885 is the total closing cost. And underneath there is a down payment. Remember, this buyer, she purchasing a home of $440,000 value, purchase price, and she borrowed $330,000 loan amount. So $440,000 purchase price, $330,000 loan amount. So if you take 440 minus 330, the down payment will be $110,000. So 440,000 minus 330,000, the down payment is the difference, and it is $110,000 down payment. So you see that in that section under the calculating cash to close. And then you add it up with the $14,885 total closing cost. But down underneath, you see a minus sign in front of $1,625, and that is seller credits. The seller who sold the house to the buyer gave the buyers $1,625 credits. When it credits, we have the minus sign in front of it. That means the client doesn't have to bring in credit because she's receiving the credit. You see, when she had to pay for it, there's no minus sign in front of it. So the $14,885 added with a down payment of $110,000 minus $1,625 seller credits. So the total cash to close is $123,260. So this is the amount that the buyer is expecting to have in order to complete the transaction based on all the numbers we see in the closing disclosure. So I hope you you are with me, at this point you know how to calculate the cash to close by adding the total closing cost with the down payment. Take away the credits from the seller. Then now the total cash to close is $123,260. Now let's go back to the total closing cost. How do we come up with a $14,885? We review how to how to read and understand closing disclosure in this section as well. So you look into the column of loan cost, the left side of the second page of the closing disclosure. The loan cost, there are section A, B, C, and D. Section A, there is the origination fee, the fee that pay to the lender for originating the loan, and the underwriting fee, $1,495. Remember, underwriting fee is the fee paying to the lender for lender's overhead and administrative fee. So section A, total amount is adding up the origination fee with the underwriting fee. And section B, appraisal fee, credit report fee, flood certification, and tax service fee, we add them up all together. We have B as a total in that section. And C, we have to add all the number in section C. Endorsement, escrow fee, and lender title policy, notary fee, recording service fee, signing service fee. We add them all together. We have C at a total in that section. And the total loan cost that the borrower have to pay is A plus B plus C. So D is where we find the total loan cost. You see, D equal to $11,096. D equal to A plus B plus C. Now we have the total loan cost at D, which is $11,096. And now we go to the other column on the right side of the page 2 of the disclosure, looking at all the other section, E, F, G, H. So we add all the number in the E section together. We have E at the total number. In the F section, we have the home insurance and the prepaid interest. We add them all together. We have the total F. And then in the G section, there is nothing, so it's 0. In the H section, there is an owner title policy. We put it there. So I would equal to E, F, G, and H. So I is the total all the costs. So I equal to E plus F plus G and plus H. In this case, I equal to $3,789. So I is the total of other cost. D is the total of loan cost. When you add D and I together, you have total closing cost. Total closing cost is J. J would be equal to D plus I. So we have $14,985. That's how you calculate the total closing cost. So I hope this helped. Let's go to the next page. I just bring back the bottom of page 1 of the closing disclosure. You see on the left hand of the screen, I just cut one section at the bottom of page 1 of the closing disclosure. It say cost at closing, and the cost at closing, you see estimated cost $14,885. That the number we just calculated, we just did it. That's the estimated closing cost. And right underneath the estimated closing cost, we have estimated cash to close. And estimated cash to close, $123,260, is the total of the total closing cost and the down payment, take away the seller credits. So I give you all the breakdown number right here. So you see total closing cost equal to loan cost plus other costs. Okay. I'm asking how come the cash to close is 123,260, because we add the down payment with the total closing cost and take away the seller credits. So I answer your question. I hope you follow me all the way, and I hope I don't lose you. I think everything is really straightforward. All you need to know is when you listen to me, you need to look for the number I talk about. So as you watch me talk, if I go a little bit too fast, you can stop the video, look for the number, and find the number, and then continue after you find the number. Don't just move on without knowing where the number is. If you can follow all the numbers I talked about, then I think you do well. You do well. So we are done with the section cash to close, and I look forward to see you in the next lesson. See you soon.